going on everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's episode of Project MX5 we're going to be installing some Jdm Bonnet quick release clips. Now I've had these for quite some time. They've been sitting on my massive pile and shelves stacked full of parts, and yeah, as you can see, straight from Japan. These cost 12,000 yen, it's like 80 odd quid or something like that. But yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and install these onto the bonnet now. Now let's come out to the MX5. As you can see, we've got the MX5 behind me, chilling there. Now you can install these, let me put that down. You can install these in two places. You can either install them here on an MX5 or up here. I've been messing around just like laying them down, and I think they look best here and here, and that's going to hold the bonnet down nicely, because as you can see currently it just opens. So first of all, we're going to start off by masking up the bonnet just in the area where we're going to be cutting. Now what that's going to do is, one, allow us not to draw onto the bonnet when we're marking it out, and two, it will help us protect the paint when cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a cheeky time lapse of masking up the bonnet. So if we take a look under the engine bay, there's 4 points where the bonnet sits on these little rubber sort of soft dampening sort of things. Now that's why you can either have them here and here, or here and here, because we're going to be retaining those ones. We're not going to use the exact same ones which you just saw me take out. These ones come with a rubber sort of thing which the bonnet is going to rest on, and we're going to install them through this hole. Now the hole just needs to be opened up slightly. This to me looks 10mm. Maybe slightly bigger. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and find a matching drill bit which matches this, and then we're going to go ahead and widen up those holes. Right, so I did find a drill bit which matches, but yeah, it doesn't fit into the drill chuck. So I'm going to go ahead with a rotary tool with a sanding attachment and just open these holes out slightly, because they will fit in there with a bit of sanding, I'm hoping. So again, let's go set up a time lapse. I'm going to sand these two out, then test fit those to make sure they fit. And then once they're installed, we'll be able to mark up on the underside of the bonnet the hole which we're going to need to drill through for this. So that will just be a hole which this will slide through and in. And once that's done, then we can go ahead and mark out where we need to cut out for the clips, bolt that in, and the install's complete. So yeah, without no further ado, let's set up the time lapse. So we've installed both of these. That's a temporary test fit. As you can see, they're still a bit loose. Now I've gone ahead and put this on so I can kind of line up where it would sit. And as you can see, it sits above where the bonnet would, because that's in line with this. So only way to resolve this is going to be to take this all apart again, and we're going to trim this down slightly more. Probably about 2/3 of this will keep. And that will allow us enough adjustability just to adjust that perfectly onto the bonnet. So I'm going to head and clip these off. Now to do that, you just literally push that button and then clip it like that. And as you can see, this metal sliding pin closes and clips on to the hole on the top of there. So now these two are installed, what we're going to do is we're going to close the bonnet, and as you can see, we can then see where it's hitting and where a hole needs to be drilled through, because what we want to happen is we want to drill a hole, so then when we close the bonnet, these pins stick out the top of here. Now, just to know, I haven't trimmed these down to size yet and adjusted them, because we can adjust them once these are installed to the perfect height, because when you basically clip them in, that is an oval and there is a circular bolt that goes through it. So the bonnet will still have play in it, so you want the bolt to be at the very top of that oval. So yeah, we'll adjust it and fine tune it once they're installed. Now, if we lift this up, if I put my finger here and show you, it hits right where the stock bonnet thing hits, very slightly forward. Only reason it's slightly forward is because these are longer. So basically it would actually hit here. So we're going to go ahead and drill a nice sized hole here with a hole saw, and we're going to drill it through the first section and then also through onto here. We're now picking it up the next day because we lost daylight. Fucking hell, son. Looks like it's a bit windy today. Yeah, we lost daylight yesterday. Let me just close the garage door. So we're picking it up today and cracking on with the aero catch installation on the bonnet. Now, let me flip the camera and show you where we got to last time. We did do a little bit more where I stopped filming, where it's getting a bit too dark, but yeah, too dark to film, lads. So let me flip the camera and I'll show you exactly where we got up to. Now it is a bit windy today, but as you can see, we have one hole drilled straight through. Now it needs to be cleaned up ever so slightly and rust protected, of course, but you can see the hole there where the catch installs. And we started drilling this and I fucked it up ever so slightly, but it's fine because I should have been using a slightly bigger hole saw anyway. So we're going to go ahead and try to drill through this now with the hole saw. Fingers crossed it goes through, and once it goes through, then we can basically install both of the posts so they'll be poking through the bonnet, and we can mark out exactly where we're going to have to cut here to fit the catch in so it's positioned perfectly so it actually works. Right, on second thoughts, I think we're going to have to park that until I get some new hole saws, because my hole saws are quite clearly absolutely blunt and shocking. So, yeah. Bit of a bummer. What we're going to do, I'm going to pick up this video in a week or 2 weeks when some new hole saws get delivered, because this is doing me absolute nothing. And I don't really, realistically want to mess up the bonnet because bodywork on this is quite clean. Now, I have finally decided we are going to do a respray. And I think we can do it ourselves. I think we're going to buy a compressor and show you what you can achieve with a homemade paint job. And I think we're going to get a spot on like factory, because on this channel we do things properly, unlike some other YouTube channels, not mentioning any names in particular. But yeah, we're going to park this video and we're going to catch up in a couple of days once I've got some new hole saws.